Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at a case that I have found to be on a lot of different people's top cases list. Well, we're going to take a look at it today and see, is it actually a top case and is this case worth the price tag? Now today we are taking a look at the Magbak Elite for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, huge shout out to Magbak for sending this over to me to review for you guys. The price on this is $79, which is pretty steep. We'll get to that. 79 bucks. But I do have a discount code. Use code BriansTech15. I'll leave that right here. Save yourself 15% off on your entire purchase. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, this package comes with a lot in it, so we'll talk about that. Now, on the front, you're going to get that Magbak logo with some texture. On the back, you're going to get some instructions on how to open the box and how to install the screen protector, because it does come with a screen protector in the packaging with it. So that's nice to see that you are going to get a screen protector with this. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. Now, I'm not going to install the screen protector. I actually have one that's already on my phone, but here's what we're looking at right here. So here's your screen protector. This is going to be all your installation stuff. Here's a little foam thing to put your phone on when you're installing it. Here's our case, and you're going to get a bunch of those screen protector installation accessories, as well as some extra magnets right there. So let's just go ahead and take all of this stuff off to the side, put it over here, and let's take a look at the case. So there's a lot going on here. Let's start off with the back of it. Now, you are going to get that TPU polycarbonate material on here. This is going to have that sort of soft touch style material here, but it is a hard case, so that's nice to see right there. You're going to get your finger loop here with some Magbak branding on it. You're going to get a kickstand, and you're going to get your individual camera cutouts right here. Now, going along on the inside, you're going to get this very nice foam material. Here's where your finger loop is going to be behind this little thing right there, patentedmagbak.com/patents. There's your kickstand there. Now, going along the sides, you're going to get that TPU material that goes all the way around the entire phone, and you're going to get some reinforced corners here for more shock absorption. Now, all of this stuff is customizable. I'm going to show you guys this right here. Magbak sent this over to me as well. Some colors for all the different stuff. So you can replace your finger loop. You can replace this pinky pillow down here. You can replace all the buttons, the grips on the sides, all that fun stuff. So this is going to come in a few different colors, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyways, coming back to the case, let's go ahead and see how much this thing weighs and how thick it is. But first, I just wanted to show you guys what we're looking like with the magnets on here. So here we have it. Here's going to be your MagSafe magnets, and these are going to be the other magnets that are going to let you stick this onto pretty much whatever magnetic surface you want. So let's go ahead and see our scale and our caliper here. Turn this on. Let's take a look. So we are in grams, and we are looking at 62 grams. So this is going to be a little bit on the heavier side. When you're using this case, you're definitely going to feel the weight of this case. It's not the craziest heavy case or anything like that. It's not like your OtterBox Defenders or anything, but you're definitely going to feel the weight on this. So if you're someone who likes the more minimal style cases or something that's not going to make your S25 Ultra a little heavier, this isn't going to be the case for you. So that's the weight of it. Let's go ahead and bring over our caliper here, and we'll see how thick it is. So from front to back, we're looking at 12.5 millimeters. And then from inside to outside, we are looking at 2.6 millimeters. So it's not too thick of a case, but it's got some weight on it. You're definitely going to feel it in the hand, but it's not very uncomfortable to hold, if that makes sense, especially because of that pinky pillow. So let's go ahead and bring over our jet black titanium S25 Ultra, and we'll put it into the case. We'll listen out for that click. So let's get it aligned all in here nice, and solid click onto there. This thing is actually going to fit on here really, really well. You can go ahead and check out the sides. There's almost no give. Around the buttons, you're going to get a little bit where that exposed TPU is, but going around the rest of it, it is good. The top is good. The bottom is good. Everything is good on here. Let's check out those corners. 1, good. 2, 3, and 4. So all 4 corners are going to have a very nice tight fit. You definitely have to give this a good bit of pressure in order for this case to come off of your phone. And that's something that I like to see for a more protective style case like this. But let's go ahead and take a look around the sides of it. So starting off with the top, you are completely closed in, and you have your microphone hole here. On the left-hand side, all the way closed, what you are going to get is those interchangeable grips right here that do change colors, and you're going to get a lanyard loop here. Then coming around the bottom, you have your cutout for your S Pen and your speaker. And then here you have that pinky pillow. It's going to have a cutout for the microphone right there. But when you open it up, there is your USB Type-C port. And this reveals a very nice wide open USB Type-C port. I'm not even going to bring a cable over here to test it because, I mean, this thing is huge. But when you close it in, the good news is you're going to still have access to your microphone right there. And then you're going to get another lanyard loop right here. Then on the right-hand side, you are completely closed in, and you're going to have your buttons right there. Now, these buttons are going to be plastic buttons, and they are interchangeable, like I said, as well as this grip. Let's check out how that S Pen is, though. So it's going to have a slight, I did pop that up, it's going to have a little slight cutout for the S Pen right there, but I have found that it's a little bit tougher to get your S Pen out of here, so I do wish this was a little bit better grooved. That way you can kind of hook a fingernail under there and get it out, but it's fine for the most part. Let's make sure this doesn't interfere with the magnets, don't interfere with the S Pen. So what we'll do is we'll just start going like this, and let's see. We'll just try to get every single part of the screen. Okay, well, it looks like it might have some interference. Let's try that one more time. Well, going this way, we seem to be good. Maybe not. Maybe that was just a glitch with the S Pen. So it seems like there's really no issues when it comes to this case with the S Pen. Oh, I'm getting a little bit over here by the magnets. I don't know if you guys saw that right there, but just a little bit over there. Let's just go over here a little bit more. Give it a little more testing right there. Everything seems to be fine. You should be just fine with this on your S Pen, and it shouldn't really give you too many issues. So that's nice to see there. Let's go ahead and fish that S Pen right back in there. Boom. And here we go. So, how does the case feel in the hand, and what is it like using it? Well, we'll talk about the little additional features here, but just as far as holding the case in the hand, it's pretty comfortable. I can't lie. It's a good case to hold. That pinky pillow really does make it nice and comfortable to use when you're using it for an extended period of time, especially because this area right here would be pretty sharp if it didn't come for that. So I really like that they included that. But, you know, I'm somebody, I plug in my phone for CarPlay sometimes, this and that. This pinky pillow kind of gets to be a nuisance sometimes. So I've definitely thought about just kind of taking it out and not reapplying another one or not reapplying it again. But unfortunately, if you do that, then you're going to have an absolute pinky destroyer. If you're someone like me and you hold your phone like this, it's going to kill your pinky. So you definitely want to make sure to have that pinky pillow there when you are not using it. It is a little bit flimsy. I would like to see that be a little bit better. Sometimes I get it to where it's kind of like sticking out like that, and it looks a little weird. So you almost feel like you can't really get it fully in there. So I would like to see that addressed right there. But when it is fully in there and you kind of mash it in there real good, it's fine for the most part. If that's what you guys can see, that's kind of what it looks like right there. So the feeling of it is pretty good, not a pinky destroyer. It is a little bit slippery though. I have noticed that it has almost slid out of my hand. Even though the back material on here has a little bit of that soft touch, it's kind of slippery because there's really no grip on there. Now, talking about these additional features. When I've reviewed this case before, I really liked it at first, but then I got to using it even more and using it even more. And maybe I should make an update video about it for the iPhone. But the features on here are just a little bit flimsy. So talking about the phone grip right here. So you can get to it. It's nice and easy. But the problem is, eventually, this thing starts to come out. And I don't know, you know, if you guys are like me and you use your phone a lot, you sometimes have to grip it over here, there. So whatever, you kind of move this around, move it around, and it kind of starts to wear out a little bit over time. And what I'm afraid of is that this thing is going to rip because it's just rubber right there. So I'm scared that this is going to rip over time. Now, for my iPhone, it actually ended up popping out a lot. When you would kind of open up the finger loop right there and use it after a while, it would end up popping out. So it looks like they did fix that with this, and that's great to see. But I would like to see this just be, I feel like, a little bit more durable. I'm very much afraid that this thing is going to break with extended use. So that's definitely something I wanted to let you guys know. And then when it comes to this kickstand, so it is held in place by a magnet. You do have to kind of open it up in order for you guys to be able to hear that. So let's try that one more time just so you can kind of hear it and see it. Let me angle it right here. Let's see. So you are going to have to snap that open. And then when you are using it, unfortunately, it's not the best kickstand in the world. So I am having it completely snapped open. And you can use it for viewing angles, at least vertically, but it ends up falling. Then when you go horizontally, it's a little bit better, but when you hit stuff over here, it will eventually fall over. So the kickstand on here, the finger loop on here, in my opinion, they're a little bit of a gimmick. I would like to see, like, for example, with how OtterBox did it, right? So OtterBox had that pop socket built in. They had a sure enough pop socket, and you could comfortably use it without being afraid that it was going to rip. So that was nice. And then with the kickstand, to be honest, the kickstand on here is kind of useless. It's only for watching stuff. If you touch your phone's going to fall down. So I don't know if that's just an issue with a weak kickstand and maybe because the phone is a little heavy plus the case is a brick itself. But I definitely want to see these issues fixed. I want to see it be less slippery, especially on the back. I want to see that finger loop be a little bit of a stronger material and that kickstand to be more useful. Actually, when you're somebody who really uses your phone, you have it propped up. If you tap on it, it's falling right down. So one thing we actually didn't test out is those buttons. So let's listen to how the buttons sound, then we'll talk about the colors. So taking a look, like I said, they are those plastic buttons. Let's listen to how they sound. Very nice clicky buttons, no issues when it comes to those buttons, so I'm a fan of how they click. Even though they are plastic, I'd like to see them a little bit more protruding. That's definitely one thing that I wanted to mention about those. I'd like to see them a little bit more protruding, and I'm not too opposed to the plastic buttons. I'm fine with that, especially because they are nice and clicky. So let's talk about some of the colors. Now, like I said, you can scan this QR code here to see a video how to install them, but here we're looking at the red colors. Now, it's also going to come in light blue, gray, pink, yellow, and orange. So you get a few different color combinations that you can kind of do with this one. I decided to leave mine black. I didn't want to sit there and mess around with all this stuff, number one. But number two, my Ultra is black. The phone is, everything is black. So I really like the all black, super stealthy look and didn't want a whole bunch of red on there. Some red accents are cool, but a whole bunch I feel like would just be a little too much. But that's just for me. I'm not going to take that as points off for the case because I really do like that they give you the option to customize this case to yourself with those few different colors. So how do I feel about the Magbak Elite? Is it worth it, and do I recommend it to you guys? So for $79, or even for the 15% off of that $79, I cannot recommend this case. It just has a few flaws that for around the $80 price point, let's put the discount code to the side for a second because not everybody knows about that. Not everybody uses that. For $80, I definitely expect a case that's going to be a good bit more perfected. I expect a case that's going to have better materials on here. If I'm spending 80 bucks, I want a kickstand that's actually going to hold the phone up when I'm using it. There are cases that are way cheaper that have a really good kickstand, right? Even one that's built into the camera ring for like iPhones, for example. If not, okay, you want to add MagSafe, you can put magnets on the back of there and make it a magnetic one. There's a whole bunch of different options with this case. So that's something I would definitely like to see with the kickstand, the finger loop. I want better materials, and I want it to be a little bit less slippery. I understand why it's so heavy and why, it's bulky, all that. I totally get that. And what's really cool is you can also take this and you can stick it on just about any metal surface, which we will look at that MagSafe in 1 second. But that's nice that you can take it. Let's say you're cooking or you're working on your car, stick it, and you're good to go. So this case definitely has its own practical abilities, but if it was up to me, I would save a few bucks, go with the Magbak Classic. That's going to give you even better magnets than this case is going to, even better MagSafe strength. And it's not going to have all the little flimsy stuff that can end up breaking on you, and it'll save you some money. So I don't know if I can recommend this. Let's check out that MagSafe, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. So just bringing over our Apple MagSafe wallet. We'll go ahead and attach that. And, I mean, guys, for a case that's supposed to be all about the magnets, I'm kind of easily able to slide my MagSafe devices off of that. So that's the Apple MagSafe wallet. Let's look at the battery pack here. Make sure we get wireless charge. We do. And it's starting to slip away already. So, guys, $80. Magbak. This is supposed to be a magnet case. It's going to be magnetic. This is supposed to be all about the magnets. It can't even hold the MagSafe battery pack with shaking. And I mean, this is a rugged style case. It's supposed to be for those people who, they don't mind, if you drop your phone, whatever, you got the protection. You're working in a dirty shop, you're trying to take it, stick it on your toolbox, you magnetize it to your toolbox. Well, if you're a mechanic and you're magnetizing it up, how do I know that this isn't going to come crashing down on that concrete or that cement floor and absolutely destroy your phone? So I can't really trust the magnets on this, and it is a Magbak. Like I said, the one on the Classic are much, much better. And finally, bringing over our Anker 623, let's just go ahead and take this thing, try to lift it up, find those magnets. And I mean, guys, there's cases that are, you know, 20 bucks, that 30 bucks even, that are way better magnet strength than the Magbak Elite, at least. So, do I recommend this case? The answer is no. If you're looking for a Magbak, you specifically want all those magnets, definitely check out the Classic. I haven't reviewed it yet, but it's coming. Unfortunately, for $80, even for the 15% off of the 80 bucks, I cannot recommend this case. But let me know what you guys think about it. I know you've seen it all over, you know, a lot of different videos and stuff like that. People love the case. Well, I don't know. It's not for me based on my testing. Let me know what you guys think. Is it for you? Let me know. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That allows me to get all these products and test them and make these videos consistently for you. And if you guys want to see another excellent case that's going to have really good protection and really good MagSafe strength for the S25 Ultra, I'll leave that video right there. If you guys want to see a really good screen protector, it's actually the one that I'm using on my Ultra right now, I'll leave that video right here.